Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back here on the bridge, and today, yes, we got something to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit the like button, as it will help the overall channel. But also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains to share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now, that said, here we go. Yes! It has been a hot minute since we've been excited for a new ship incoming. So that's what we're going to do in this video, is go over the stats of the incoming new Typhoon class. Of course, we'll drop our 2 ECs and then at the end give our conclusion. So we didn't think we'd be making this video. We thought the stats were going to be releasing next week on a weekday, but they released it today. So we're going to do a video about it today. So once a ship captains could only dream of, the Typhoon class is finally coming to Star Trek Online. Find out what she can do for you. And let's have a quick boo at this picture, because it is absolutely gorgeous. I love this angle. It actually looks pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. The more I look at her, the more I am liking her. And just the fact that the cherry on top is that it is absolutely going to be free, which is a little bit of time investment. But let's go over to the blog here quickly. So, command the Typhoon. Long thought lost, the launch era Typhoon class is reborn for a new era as part of the Dimensional Typhoon event. So, veteran captains in Star Trek Online will have heard of the Typhoon, a ship that launched with STO but was never made available to players. That I never understood. Like, why have a ship that you can actually see in-game and not be able to fly it? Like, it just never really made sense to me, in all honesty. Its status as an unflyable ship made it incredibly desirable, even as STO moved on to more modern ship designs. But we never want to leave you hanging, captains. So our team of master ship artists and designers went back and remade the Typhoon for a new era, soaring onto your screens as part of the Dimensional Typhoon event. Now, I know we already said that, or at least not us, but Thomas already said that we cannot use the old parts, but I think it would have been pretty cool if we were been able to, because some of the parts of that ship I actually do like, just like the quad nacelles. I absolutely do love those. But anyways, once you have earned sufficient daily progress to complete the Dimensional Typhoon special event, you may claim this starship for your entire account. Like, newer captains, do not miss this. New captains, this ship is a great starter ship to start right off the bat. I think it's just going to be absolutely wonderful. Just open the event reclaim store to claim a Typhoon Temporal Battlecruiser T6, of course, for each captain on your account. There's another shot of the ship there. Again, nice little view there on the side and top view. So the Typhoon Temporal Battlecruiser, a massive battle wagon. The Typhoon Battlecruiser is the largest starship to emerge from Andoria's Lycan shipyards, one of several options considered in Starfleet's late 2380s rush to build super capital ships. The Typhoon was the smallest considered and passed over to the more graceful Odyssey class to be Starfleet's next ship of the line. Briefly abandoned, the Typhoon's rugged frame and powerful engines spoke for themselves as tensions escalated with the Klingon Empire at the turn of the 25th century. Though the Typhoon is large, it is still significantly cheaper to produce than an Odyssey-class star cruiser, and Starfleet planners recognize its potential as a vanguard flagship, using a mix of specialized equipment and ample firepower to lead squadrons from the front as a combat command ship. Yes! Let's go! Several Typhoons were rushed into service as conflict with the Klingons escalated, and they saw harrowing service during the subsequent string of conflicts that culminated, there you go, in the Iconian War. Now, as Starfleet's and the Khitomer Alliance sense a renewed threat looming from the encroaching and multi-dimensional Borg conflict, the Typhoon has undergone a 6th generation refit and is ready to face another spate of interesting times. So this ship comes with a Commander Engineering Temporal Operative Specialist Bridge Officer seat, which we already knew was going to be temporal. But here's a surprise for me, and a Lieutenant Commander Tactical Command Specialist Bridge Officer seat. Yes, yes, let's go! Super excited. Captains, you know I love my torps, hence why we put that also in the titles. Comes with more torpedoes. Yes! Okay, here's the ship details. So it's a tier 6, of course, faction any. All you gotta do is complete the tutorial to fly this. The hull mod is 1.4, shield mod 1.1. The weapon layout is 5.3. Love it, love it. Device slots 3 and the bridge officer stations are as follows. So Lieutenant Commander Tactical, of course, Command, and the Commander Engineering Temporal, Lieutenant Commander Science, Ensign Universal, and a Lieutenant Universal. Oh, we can have so much fun with this. Oh, we can have so much fun with this ship. Okay, its layout is 4 TAC, 4 Engineering, 3 Psi. Scales with level. Interesting how they went 4 TAC and 5 Eng. In my opinion, you can either go the way of the Spire consoles or even go straight up, maybe put an energy build on this, but it has command though. So I don't know, for me, I'm gonna make it torpedo build. That's just me. Base turn rate 9, impulse mod is 0.18, inertia is 50, plus 10 weapon power, and of course to aux as well. The console is the Protonic Snare Projector. Can equip dual cannons, molecular reconstruction ship mechanic, and it comes of course with 3 cruiser command arrays. So you have the shield, frequency modulation, the weapon, system efficiency, and strategic maneuvering, not the actual attract fire. That would have been probably fun for some, to make this some sort of a tank. But it is what it is. And the Starship Mastery Package is a battle cruiser. Of course, what you get is plus kinetic and physical damage resistance, plus critical severity, plus energy and radiation damage resistance, plus max hull hit points, and the Starship trait, piggyback launch tubes. Yes, yes, I love it, I love it. Admiralty stats, Eng 49, Psi 32, TAC 45. The special of this is plus 10 Psi per Psi ship. Now, I just said this in the previous video and in a lot of previous videos, I really wish they'd make these GIFs so that we can see how it looks like. But I will say that is a nice looking aft. I'm an aft captain, captains, and that is a nice looking aft. I love the look of the split nacelle there. It just makes this look like a really good looking ship in my opinion. Small impulse engines though. You'd think with this big of a ship you'd get a little bigger impulse engines. Like the Inquiry is probably smaller than this and has huge impulse engines, but it is what it is. Console, it is the Protonic Snare Projector. So this special equipment suite allows a dynamic creation of a protonic energy field that grows as it travels, to be created in the field using simple replicator technology. The energy that constitutes this field is protonic in nature, but also resonates with enemy starship hulls, infiltrating their energy relays to shut down their ability to activate abilities or to move. So it's going to give the opposing NPC, or maybe players, I'm not sure, a hold, and also probably like delay their cooldowns, I guess. This console also provides, check this out, provides a passive boost to Starship Projectile Weapon Training Skill and Starship Projectile Shield Penetration Skill. Are you kidding me? This ship is made for me. I love this ship already. I love this ship. I'm not gonna lie. I love this ship. So this console mod may be equipped on any starship and may be equipped in any console slot. You may only equip one of this console at a time. Description, of course, it creates expanding net, damages, and holds. Create an energy net that expands as it travels up to 10 clicks in your facing direction. So, and to foes, proton damage up to 3 times per second per overlapping beam, and a brief hold. Okay, it doesn't really say anything about the shutdown of their ability to activate abilities, but sure, why not? Whatever. Starship trait, piggyback launch tube. So specialized torpedo launch tubes allow for additional microcharges to be loaded and fired alongside your ship's standard torpedoes. Yes, even more torpedoes. You get a torpedo, you get a torpedo, and you get a torpedo. Everyone gets a torpedo. Yes! When firing a torpedo at a foe, you automatically also launch a microcharge for additional kinetic damage to that target. This microcharge works while under special firing modes, but will only ever fire a single additional projectile at your primary target. Don't care. That's additional torps, I'll take it. Description: when firing any torpedo weapon, launch a microcharge that deals additional kinetic damage. And that is the end of that blog. And oh my, that is absolutely fantabulously wonderful. I love it. I love it. Love this ship. I cannot wait to get my hands. I am almost tempted to actually get this ship day one, but we will do it as we normally do, which is just wait until we finish the event. But now, these images here were actually released on Reddit. So we're gonna go to Store Reddit quickly here for some additional views. And as you can see there, that is the actual thumbnail that we used was for this. Now, the one little gripe I have with this, just a little, I think I mentioned this before, that deflector, I don't really like it when something is coming right out of it. And we got that from, I believe it was the Arbiter. It had just this weird, massive, long thing just coming out of the deflector, and it just didn't look right. This actually, from this angle, looks like the Manticore, which is the vet ship, the veteran ship that you get if you're a lifetime member. And but I think they did a good job here because it's not too long. It doesn't go all the way up to the front there. It just comes out a little bit there, and it has torpedo launchers. And again, captains, if you didn't really know, I love torpedoes, and more additional torpedo launchers I'm okay with. What would have been really cool if they did a cutout here at the front and have more torpedo launchers, because this is screaming torpedo launcher, torpedo boat for me, and or additional slots here on the side of the deflector. I think that would have been really cool in my opinion, but this definitely does give that vibe. Now, the two additional pics was actually of the side profile, and I like it. I like the look of that. It is kind of a squat profile, and the saucer's not too long, but it's not too short. I think it just works just right in my opinion. Again, I wish they kind of kept the quad nacelle look, to be honest. It would have been very interesting if they just made this one looking, I'll go to the next because it's the top view. If they would have just made this one looking nacelle and then kind of double it and then kind of angle it a little bit, that would have looked really, really good. But in this angle, this actually reminds me of the Parliament in terms of how the shape of the saucer almost, not quite the same, but kind of almost along with this sort of bridge module here in the top here. But this looks great. I love the pylons, how they sweep back there, and how the secondary hull is extended a little bit. I believe those, we'll probably see more torpedo launchers. Of course, we'll do our review of that. But again, I would have loved if there was some additional torpedo launchers there at the front. And one thing, I thought this was going to come with a hangar bay, to be honest with you. It doesn't. That's okay. I'm okay with it not, because this is an awesome looking ship. And even from the aft view here, she is looking mighty fine. That is a good looking aft, if I may say so. And again, this, I didn't even have to know that this was command to make me excited. I'm just really genuinely excited for this. I did want the original Typhoon when I saw it. A little clunky, and we went over that video there before, but you know, it had its charm, and I'm glad they brought it back. Not only did they bring it back, they're giving it to us for free just for doing the event. So even though we're not getting a story episode here for the rest of 2024, this definitely makes up for it, in my opinion, at least for me. The cherry on top is that it comes with extra torpedoes, like the console has a passive, the trade is a torpedo, and even has command. Like, it'll give you at least access to the highest concentrate firepower, and regardless, it just works for me, and I'm going to be able to have fun with that. So captains, that's going to be the video. Again, thought we would be doing this next week, but we're going to do it now as the release of this video. This is the day that they released that blog. And again, yes, I'm excited. I really want this ship, and newer captains, please do not miss out on this. It is a chance to have a great starter ship for your future alts. And of course, it doesn't really have to be a torpedo boat, but again, the thing is with Star Trek Online, you can build the ship any way you want as long as it gets you to the content that you play. But the more you synergize it, the better it's going to perform. So hit that like button, captains, and let me know in the comments below how much you're looking forward to the ship. And also, again, consider subscribing here to the YouTube Bridge. And we'll leave it on this note. Yeah, let's go!
Live long and prosper.